Okay, actually, this is actually a good map to show the other build that I will sometimes play. So this is a build to use on maps that you hate, right? This map is a great example of that because against a good player, this is actually pretty much impossible to win as either of the invaders' armies. Especially Cranioids, I guess, because they're worse. Unless I'm playing and it's me versus Marine or me versus Cranioid, I will always do this build. And sometimes even when I'm doing that, like this, look, this guy's a Marine, but I'm gonna do it anyway because I mean, I'm trying to show it off. So this is super aggressive, really cheesy. And basically, you go to the barracks first because it's cheaper, and that means that we can, with less money put into economy, we can make a sort of dangerous army and be really aggressive. So I send all my Marines quite far up over there because that's going to defend my other harvester. I then basically go about doing the same build as my normal build video. Barracks to the factory, then power, then this. Same early game, start building the 2 harvesters immediately, and then wait until about 25 to build this. You can get away with it a bit earlier because it's cheaper, but I still like to wait. But then, where I normally have a factory here and build a barracks after this you just start stringing barracks towards their base. Again, you hit up the other harvester. And now, whoops, that needs to be 5, not 4. That should be 4. That should be 4. That should be 5. That should also be 5. There we go. Yeah. So you literally just keep these working. I'm going to make a few harpies now. I'm going to change it to that one. I'm going to just keep walking these towards the enemy. Now this is actually the worst thing that can happen, is that someone does just go fully into ogres and just attack you. And this will mean that I will have to change into ogres because you can see Marines just do such pitiful damage against ogres. But you can get a few barracks out, 3 or 4, and just like entirely mass Marines. I'm actually gonna go barracks early because this guy is, yeah, it's kind of annoying. And I've just let that guy go up to a random location, but it doesn't matter because I'm gonna be so aggressive anyway that hopefully he will not think about his harvester situation. I'm going to actually as well just check down there with these and up there, see if I can kill some harvesters because harassment is important. And this is sort of my way of getting out of this build, is throwing in the factory layer, but normally I'll have 2 more barracks than this up to here before I actually put a factory down. And you just do this, you just stream units across the map. Once you've got enough of them, they become really strong, and you can actually just be super aggressive. Because this is way more mobile than having an ogre-based army. You can actually harass a ton more. Keep making everything. Adding these all to this, making sure they're going. And it's literally just like stupid aggressive rush. You can afford it all on not too many harvesters because essentially the Marines are cheaper to make. And so you have more money spare to get harvesters with. And so when you have more harvesters, because you've been able to make more because Marines and barracks are so cheap compared to everything else, then you end up getting harvesters out easier. Like I've got enough money, especially if I didn't make that factory and carried on making barracks, I would have enough money to keep making more harvesters. Like I could make more harvesters now, but I've won this game. And so it gives you just that strong early game that you can just stupid aggressively push someone. And like I said, this guy, by going this, sort of blocked it. If he had sort of better macro and hadn't built this for some reason, he could have maybe stopped this. I think if someone goes the build that I did a video of before, the sort of normal build, this just dies to it. Like, you might hold off. Like, if I saw someone doing this against me, I would hold off on teching so fast, and I would just build more factories, lots of ogres, and you just hold it off quite easily. But yeah, that was a more aggressive build. I don't use it much. I use it on this map, on Hollow, and on Mana Mines, because they're all really bad maps that are really hard to win on. Especially this one as Invaders, really, really hard to win on. So I just choose those maps. Yeah, I hope this helps you. This is a lot easier a build to do than the last one. It's sort of a lot simple, so you know, some newer players might like to try this. But it will run up to against a wall against better players. You can beat some good players with this, but if you play the same good player twice in a row, I guarantee you they'll start just absolutely stopping this second or third time they face it. So yeah, I hope this was helpful to someone.